over the last few days. Now, I have a bit of a prepared statement I want to read, although I might need somebody to hold it way out here for me or something. But this rally came to be as a grassroots movement of concerned parents, community members, and students. We are all deeply troubled and truly saddened with the recent epidemic of teenage suicides that have taken place in our area over the last 2 years. It is staggering that the statistics show for every completed suicide, there are 100 to 120 others who make an attempt. So the time for quiet worry has long passed. It is now time for us, as a village, to act on this issue with the highest priority. We need our government officials to work together and not blame or pass the buck. We are not about blame here. It is imperative to me and to this community to hear that our government officials are concerned about this epidemic. Clearly, more funding is needed for prevention, education, and crisis care for our most precious assets, our youth. This movement, and I promise you this, you have my personal promise, that this movement will not end today, and we will be holding our elected officials responsible to make a difference. It's overwhelming to see all the people that I've seen today out in yellow. I don't know if you've had the same experience, but I've seen countless people wearing yellow today. The community support for this rally has been tremendous, and I think with this awareness, there needs to be education as well. I have help cards here that I'm willing to distribute to anybody who needs them. These have been generally supplied by the Family Counseling Center. In addition, I have credit card or wallet-sized cards for the kids' health phones, so that you need not ever be without help in this linked-up age. If you know, I would just like to make a few very general points. If someone you know threatens suicide, talks about wanting to die, shows changes in behavior, appearance, or mood, abuses drugs and or alcohol, deliberately injures themselves, appears depressed, sad, or withdrawn, first of all, don't think that they're just trying to test you. You can help. You need to stay calm and listen. Let the person talk about their feelings. Be accepting and do not judge. You must take all suicidal thoughts seriously. Do not swear to secrecy. Someone must be told. Those who threaten suicide are likely to attempt to commit suicide. This is not about secrecy or ratting on somebody. This is about trying to save someone's life. So these help cards have local numbers you can call. You can put in local numbers. And again, I have them here today. I also think that it's important to acknowledge all the important work of the agencies in our community who work so hard with our youth of today to provide the services they need. St. Clair Child and Youth, the Family Counseling Center, the Suicide Prevention Committee, and of course the Canadian Mental Health Association and Blue Water Health, and we do have a contingent of people here for that today. The common thread that we've heard from all of them was that as concerned parents, educators, coaches, leaders, and people who deal with youth is that we need to educate ourselves on what we can do. Feel free to pick up one of these help cards for yourself, and for more information as what you can do as a coach, a cub leader, a mentor, see, and these things always help invent new words, eh? As a mentor, you may call the Family Counseling Center. Again, I want to thank you for coming out to support this issue, and the community support has been awe-inspiring. Clearly, we all want to work together to make a change, and I have a few thank yous. Thank you to Joanna Gerisi from Gerisi's Pizza for donating all of the money for our Yellow Ribbon campaign. Anybody who wants a yellow ribbon still, I've got plenty of them here. We want to thank Petey Barton from So Much More for creating the t-shirts for the rally. I'm wearing one, and trust me, you're glad that I'm wearing one rather than not. All the proceeds are going to be all of the proceeds are going to be donated to suicide prevention in our community, and as well, we wish to thank Lisa Waller from Lisa Waller Design, who generously donated her time and profits to create and print 100 posters. A big thank you to Stephanie Soames from Crew Cleaning for delivering them. We also want to thank all the businesses and all the people that have shown their support by wearing yellow and fundraising to this issue. I personally especially want to thank all the students who organize awareness activities and wear the yellow campaign at their schools. Thank you to all members of Call to Action for Sarnia's Youth for promoting today's rally. And last, but certainly not least, thank you all for coming to help support this issue. The community support has been overwhelming. Clearly, we all want to work together to create change, and we will continue to fight for more funding and to hold our governments responsible. Now, to make just a couple of personal off-the-cuff remarks for myself, I think that the outpouring of concern from the community has been humbling. It's been absolutely humbling for me to see. If you know a child that you think is in trouble, please call somebody. We need to fully admit that yes, we can talk to them and we can help out, but us as adults and even our younger people need to know that we're not professionals and we can't deal with this in our own way. We need to call the professionals, and that's also why we need more funding to get more professionals in more places that will help our youth. I'd now like to introduce Alan Stevenson from the Canadian Mental Health Association here in Sarnia-Lambton, and he wishes to make a few comments. Alan?